Before becoming the first African-American president of the United States, Barack Obama had an unusual childhood. He lived in Indonesia, had a pet monkey, and once ate exotic foods like snake and grasshoppers. His early life was shaped by diverse cultures, experiences, and challenges that made him the leader he would one day become. From a young boy with a diverse background to becoming the first African-American president of the United States, Barack Obama's journey is full of challenges, controversies, and historic moments. He inspired millions, faced intense political battles, and changed the course of history. How did this young boy, raised between Hawaii and Indonesia, rise to lead the most powerful nation in the world? Stay with me until the end of this story to find out. And if you enjoy learning through inspiring biographies, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Barack Hussein Obama II was born on August 4, 1961, in Honolulu, Hawaii. His background was a mix of different cultures and traditions, shaping his worldview from an early age. His father, Barack Obama Sr., was an economist from Kenya, known for his intelligence and ambition. He came to the United States to study on a scholarship, attending the University of Hawaii, where he met Ann Dunham, a young anthropology student from Kansas. The two fell in love and got married, but their relationship was short-lived. When Barack was just 2 years old, his father left to pursue a PhD at Harvard University and later returned to Kenya, leaving Ann to raise their son alone. Obama's mother, Ann, was a strong and independent woman who valued education and cultural diversity. She later remarried an Indonesian man, Lolo Sitoro, and the family moved to Jakarta, Indonesia, when Barack was 6 years old. Living in Indonesia was a unique experience for him. He attended local schools, learned the Indonesian language, and was exposed to a completely different way of life. It was during this time that he had a pet monkey and tried exotic foods, including snake and grasshoppers. However, his mother wanted him to have access to better education, so at the age of 10, he was sent back to Hawaii to live with his grandparents. His grandfather, Stanley Dunham, was a World War II veteran, and his grandmother, Madeline Dunham, was a hard-working bank executive. They played a crucial role in shaping his values, encouraging him to study hard and believe in his potential. Despite growing up far from his father, Obama was deeply curious about his Kenyan roots. He would later write about his search for identity and the challenges of being a biracial child in America in his memoir, Dreams from My Father. Obama's early years were filled with cultural contrasts, but they gave him a unique perspective on race, politics, and society. He was just beginning to discover his purpose, but the journey ahead would not be easy. Barack Obama's education played a crucial role in shaping the leader he would become. From an early age, he showed curiosity and a passion for learning, which his family strongly encouraged. After returning to Hawaii at the age of 10, he attended Punahou School, an elite private institution. As one of the few black students in a predominantly white school, he often struggled with questions of identity and belonging. He later described this period as a time of self-discovery, where he had to navigate between different cultural worlds. Despite these challenges, he excelled academically and became known for his intelligence and leadership skills. After graduating from high school in 1979, Obama moved to Los Angeles to attend Occidental College. There, he became increasingly interested in politics, social justice, and activism. He later transferred to Columbia University in New York, where he majored in political science with a specialization in international relations. During his time at Columbia, he developed a deep interest in global affairs, race relations, and government policies. After earning his degree in 1983, he worked for a short time in business consulting and community organizing. However, he soon realized that his true passion was helping people, particularly those from disadvantaged backgrounds. Wanting to make a difference, he moved to Chicago in 1985 and took a job as a community organizer. In Chicago, Obama worked with local churches and nonprofit organizations to help struggling neighborhoods. His job involved assisting people affected by factory closures, unemployment, and poor living conditions. He fought for better housing, job training programs, and educational opportunities for the community. It was during this period that he learned how politics could directly impact people's lives. Despite his dedication, he realized that true change required influence on a larger scale. This realization led him to pursue a law degree, believing that legal knowledge would give him the tools to create meaningful change. In 1988, he was accepted into Harvard Law School, one of the most prestigious institutions in the world. At Harvard, Obama made history by becoming the first black president of the Harvard Law Review, a highly respected academic journal. This achievement gained national attention and positioned him as a rising star in the world of law and politics. After graduating in 1991, he returned to Chicago, rejecting high-paying corporate jobs to work in civil rights law. He also began teaching constitutional law at the University of Chicago, where he inspired young students with his passion for justice and equality. By this time, Obama had built an impressive career as a lawyer, professor, and community leader. But another major event was about to change his life, not in politics, but in love. In 1989, while working as a summer associate at the prestigious law firm Sidley Austin in Chicago, Barack Obama met a woman who would change his life forever, Michelle Robinson. At the time, Michelle was already an accomplished lawyer and was assigned to mentor Barack at the firm. At first, Michelle was hesitant about dating him. She was focused on her career and did not want to mix professional life with romance. However, she was impressed by Barack's intelligence, confidence, and charisma. After much persistence from Barack, she finally agreed to go on a date. Their first date was simple but meaningful. They went to the Art Institute of Chicago, walked around the city, and watched Do the Right Thing, a film about racial tensions in America. This deep conversation about race, society, and justice made their connection even stronger. As their relationship developed, Barack and Michelle realized that they shared a common vision for life. Both were passionate about helping communities, fighting injustice, and making a difference in the world. Their bond grew stronger over time, and in 1991, Barack proposed to Michelle at a restaurant. She said yes, and the couple got married on October 3, 1992. Their marriage was built on mutual respect, shared values, and a deep understanding of each other's ambitions. Barack admired Michelle's strength and determination, while Michelle appreciated Barack's vision and ability to inspire others. Together, they built a family and welcomed two daughters, Malia Ann Obama, born in 1998, and Natasha Sasha Obama, born in 2001. Becoming parents gave them a new perspective on life. They wanted to create a better world for their daughters and for future generations. While Barack pursued a career in law and politics, Michelle balanced her own professional life while supporting his ambitions. She worked in public service and nonprofit organizations, helping improve education and healthcare access in Chicago. As Barack's political career advanced, Michelle remained his biggest supporter but also his most honest critic. She kept him grounded, reminding him of the struggles of everyday Americans and ensuring that he stayed true to his values. Their love story is one of partnership, resilience, and shared purpose. But as Barack's political career began to take off, their lives were about to change forever. By the mid-1990s, Barack Obama had already established himself as a respected lawyer, professor, and community leader. But he knew that real change required political power. His journey into politics began in 1996, when he was elected to the Illinois State Senate, representing a district in Chicago. As a state senator, Obama focused on healthcare reform, ethics, and education. He helped pass legislation that expanded healthcare coverage for children and improved law enforcement transparency. His ability to bring people together, negotiate, and find common ground made him stand out. However, his time in the Illinois Senate also showed him the difficulties of politics. Progress was slow, and opposition was strong. In 2000, he ran for a seat in the U.S. House of Representatives, but he lost the election. The defeat was a major setback, but it taught him valuable lessons about national politics. Instead of giving up, he regrouped, re-strategized, and prepared for a bigger challenge. In 2004, Obama ran for the U.S. Senate, and this time, he won. His campaign was based on hope, unity, and change, themes that would later define his presidential run. That same year, he gained national attention when he delivered a powerful speech at the Democratic National Convention. His speech, which spoke about the American dream, unity, and overcoming divisions, resonated with millions of Americans. As a U.S. Senator, Obama worked on ethics reform, nuclear disarmament, and veterans affairs. He also spoke out against the Iraq War, which made him popular among progressive voters. By 2006, he had become one of the most recognized figures in the Democratic Party. In 2007, Obama announced that he was running for President of the United States. At first, many people doubted that he could win. He was young, relatively new to national politics, and running against Hillary Clinton, one of the most powerful Democrats at the time. However, his message of hope, change, and unity attracted a massive following, especially among young voters and minority communities. Throughout the campaign, Obama faced criticism and political attacks. Some questioned his experience, while others spread false rumors about his background and religion. Despite these challenges, he remained calm, focused, and determined. His ability to connect with people, inspire hope, and deliver strong speeches helped him win the Democratic nomination in 2008. That November, history was made. Barack Obama defeated Republican candidate John McCain and became the 44th President of the United States, the first African American to hold the office. His victory symbolized a new era in American politics and inspired millions of people around the world. But winning the presidency was just the beginning. The real challenge lay ahead, leading a country facing economic crisis, wars, and deep political divisions. When Barack Obama took office on January 20, 2009, the United States was facing one of its worst crises in history. The country was in the middle of the Great Recession, with millions of people losing their jobs and homes. The wars in Iraq and Afghanistan were still ongoing, and the political climate was deeply divided. Obama had promised hope and change, but turning those promises into reality would not be easy. One of Obama's first major actions as president was the American Recovery and Reinvestment Act, a massive economic stimulus package aimed at reviving the economy. The plan invested in infrastructure, education, healthcare, and clean energy, while also providing tax cuts to middle-class families. His administration also bailed out the auto industry, saving companies like General Motors and Chrysler from collapse. Over time, the economy gradually recovered, but critics argued that the recovery was too slow and that the national debt had increased significantly. One of Obama's biggest achievements was healthcare reform. In 2010, he signed the Affordable Care Act, ACA, commonly known as Obamacare. This law aimed to expand health insurance coverage to millions of Americans, prevent insurance companies from denying coverage due to pre-existing conditions, and reduce overall healthcare costs. Obamacare was one of the most controversial policies of his presidency. Supporters praised it for providing healthcare access to over 20 million uninsured Americans, but critics argued that it increased government involvement in healthcare and raised insurance premiums for some. The Republican Party fought hard to repeal the law, making it a central issue in U.S. politics for years. Obama came into office promising to end the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan. In 2011, he withdrew U.S. troops from Iraq, although the region remained unstable. That same year, one of the most defining moments of his presidency occurred, the operation that killed Osama bin Laden, the mastermind behind the 9/11 attacks. This was seen as a major victory for the U.S. in the fight against terrorism. However, Obama's foreign policy was not without controversy. His use of drone strikes in the Middle East and Africa to target terrorists became a widely debated issue. While the program eliminated key threats, it also resulted in civilian casualties, leading to criticism from human rights organizations. During his presidency, Obama also focused on civil rights and social justice. In 2015, the U.S. Supreme Court legalized same-sex marriage nationwide, a decision Obama openly supported. He also took steps to improve relations with Cuba, reopening diplomatic ties for the first time in over 50 years. However, race relations in the U.S. remain tense. Incidents of police brutality against African Americans, such as the deaths of Trayvon Martin, Michael Brown, and Eric Garner, sparked nationwide protests and the rise of the Black Lives Matter movement. While Obama called for peace and reform, critics believed he did not do enough to address systemic racism and police violence. Despite his accomplishments, Obama faced strong opposition from Republicans in Congress. After losing the House of Representatives in the 2010 midterm elections, his ability to pass major legislation was severely limited. Many of his initiatives were blocked, leading to political gridlock. The divisions in U.S. politics deepened, and partisan conflicts increased. Some conservatives even questioned Obama's citizenship and religious beliefs, falsely claiming he was not born in the U.S. These conspiracy theories, often promoted by figures like Donald Trump, fueled further political polarization. In 2012, Obama ran for re-election against Republican candidate Mitt Romney. Despite a struggling economy and fierce opposition, he won a second term, securing 332 electoral votes to Romney's 206. His second term was marked by continued challenges, including the Syria conflict, mass shootings, and political gridlock. By the time Obama left office in 2017, he had a high approval rating and was seen by many as a transformational leader. However, his presidency also left the country more politically divided than ever, paving the way for the rise of Donald Trump. With his time in the White House over, many wondered, what would Barack Obama do next? On January 20, 2017, Barack Obama officially left the White House, handing over the presidency to Donald Trump. After 8 years as the leader of the United States, many wondered what he would do next. Unlike some former presidents who chose to step away from public life, Obama remained active in politics, social causes, and global issues. Shortly after leaving office, Obama focused on writing and public speaking. In 2020, he released his highly anticipated memoir, A Promised Land, which detailed his journey from childhood to the White House and his first term as president. The book became a bestseller, with millions of copies sold worldwide. He also began delivering paid speeches at major events, universities, and corporate gatherings. His ability to inspire and engage audiences made him one of the most sought-after speakers in the world. In 2017, Barack and Michelle Obama established the Obama Foundation, a nonprofit organization focused on leadership development, civic engagement, and community projects. One of its key initiatives is the Obama Presidential Center, an institution dedicated to educating future leaders and preserving Obama's legacy. The foundation also launched programs like the Obama Leaders Initiative, which trains young leaders from around the world in politics, activism, and community building. While Obama has largely avoided direct involvement in daily politics, he has continued to support the Democratic Party. In 2018, he campaigned for Democratic candidates in the midterm elections, helping the party regain control of the House of Representatives. In 2020, he played a significant role in Joe Biden's presidential campaign, endorsing him and appearing in multiple campaign events. His support helped mobilize voters, especially among African Americans and young people. When Biden won the election, Obama celebrated his victory as a continuation of the progress made during his presidency. Despite his widespread popularity, Obama's post-presidency has not been without criticism. Some progressives believe he did not push hard enough for systemic change during his time in office, while conservatives argue that his influence still divides American politics. Additionally, his highly paid speeches to major corporations and Wall Street firms have been controversial. Some critics claim that accepting large fees from powerful financial institutions contradicts his image as a man of the people. Beyond politics, Obama has focused on family, personal projects, and leisure. He and Michelle continue to raise awareness for social issues while also enjoying their post-White House freedom. The couple signed a multi-million-dollar deal with Netflix to produce content focusing on important global topics. Despite being out of office, Barack Obama remains one of the most influential figures in modern history. His legacy is complex, marked by historic achievements, deep political divisions, and an ongoing impact on U.S. and global politics. But one thing is clear: Obama's journey is far from over. His voice, leadership, and influence continue to shape the world today. Barack Obama's journey from a young boy with a diverse background to the first African-American president of the United States is a story of resilience, ambition, and leadership. His presidency brought historic achievements, deep controversies, and lasting influence on the world. Whether you admire his policies or critique his decisions, there is no denying that Obama changed the course of American history. His legacy continues to inspire new generations of leaders, activists, and visionaries who strive to make a difference. What do you think was Obama's most significant achievement? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this story and want to keep improving your English, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Do you want to improve your English 20x faster? Whether it's grammar, conversation, or fluency, we have the perfect material for you. Click the link in the description or the first pinned comment and take your English to the next level.